TMZ has learned rapper Stunna Girl found herself behind bars Thursday night in North Carolina after she was arrested for failing to appear in court in a nearly decade-old case. According to police reports, Stunna was arrested by Mooresville Police Department during a traffic stop while riding in a black and white Mercedes. It is unclear what led officers to pull the vehicle over, but the stop ended with her being booked into a detention center for failure to appear in court over a previous charge. Although she didn't stay locked up for long, records show she was released just hours later, posting a $3,500 bond. TMZ has learned the missed court date stems from a 2017 arrest, which Stunna was charged with trespassing and resisting a public officer. Court documents show she's failed to appear in court at least twice before. She is currently due back in court on July 28th. But it looks like Stunna didn't let this slow her down because she was back posting on Instagram Friday and is still scheduled to perform Saturday at a nightclub in Oakland, California. We reached out to Stunna Girl for comment. So far, no word back.
Stunna Girl has built a reputation for being outspoken, energetic, and unapologetically herself. Whether people agree with her actions or not, one thing nobody can deny is that she knows how to keep people talking. From her music career to her reality television appearances, she has managed to create a brand that stands out in a very crowded entertainment industry. But as your platform grows, so does the responsibility that comes with it. There comes a point in every entertainer's career where they have to make a decision. Do they continue moving the same way they did before fame, or do they start making adjustments to protect everything they've worked so hard to build? That's a question that every successful artist eventually faces. The reality is that success opens doors that most people never get the opportunity to walk through. Television opportunities, music opportunities, sponsorship opportunities, business partnerships, and appearance fees can all create life-changing income. But those opportunities also come with expectations. Companies want to work with people who are dependable. Networks want to work with people who are dependable. Business partners want to work with people who are dependable. And fans want to support artists who continue growing and evolving. One thing that often gets overlooked is how difficult it is to actually become successful in entertainment. Thousands of artists release music every single day. Thousands of content creators upload videos every day. Thousands of people are chasing the same dream. Only a small percentage ever reach a point where people recognize their name. That is why protecting your success becomes just as important as achieving it. Many people focus on getting the bag, but keeping the bag is the real challenge. Making money is important. Keeping opportunities flowing is important. Building long-term wealth is important. Creating a legacy is important. Those things require discipline. They require patience. They require thinking beyond the moment. Unfortunately, a lot of talented people have allowed distractions to get in the way of their potential. Some people become so focused on proving a point that they forget about protecting their future. And the truth is, proving a point rarely pays the bills. Making smart decisions does. Investing in yourself does. Expanding your business does. Growing your brand does. When fans support an artist, they want to see that artist win. They want to see them release new projects. They want to see them headline events. They want to see them sign new deals. They want to see them elevate their lifestyle. Nobody wants to watch a talented person repeatedly put themselves in situations that could potentially slow down their progress. That's why maturity is so important. As people grow older, priorities naturally begin to change. At one point, the goal might have been simply getting attention. Later, the goal becomes building stability. Then the goal becomes creating generational wealth. Then the goal becomes protecting your family and your future. Those are the stages of growth that many successful entertainers eventually go through. One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing that popularity will last forever. The entertainment industry moves fast. Today's trending topic can become yesterday's news overnight. That's why smart artists take advantage of their opportunities while they have them. They save money, they invest, they create businesses. They purchase assets. They build something that can continue generating income long after the spotlight fades. Because eventually every artist reaches a point where they have to think beyond music and television. The smartest entertainers understand that fame should be used as a tool to create financial freedom, a tool to build ownership, a tool to create opportunities for future generations. a tool to establish a lasting legacy. The people who understand that concept are usually the ones who remain successful for decades. Another thing worth mentioning is reputation. Whether we like it or not, reputation matters. People form opinions based on what they see and hear. A strong reputation can create opportunities. A negative reputation can create obstacles. That doesn't mean people can't change. That doesn't mean people can't grow. It simply means that maintaining a positive image can make certain opportunities easier to obtain. When executives, promoters, and business owners decide who they want to work with, they're often looking at more than talent. They're looking at professionalism. They're looking at reliability. They're looking at consistency. They're looking at whether someone can help their business grow. Those factors matter. That's why protecting your image should never be viewed as weakness. In fact, protecting your image is one of the smartest business moves a person can make. Some people believe that slowing down means you've changed. Others understand that slowing down sometimes means you've matured. There is a difference. Choosing peace doesn't mean you're scared. Choosing business doesn't mean you've become soft. Choosing growth doesn't mean you've forgotten where you came from. It simply means you're focused on where you're trying to go, and that's a mindset that more people should embrace. At the end of the day, fans want to see their favorite artists succeed. They want to see them healthy. They want to see them financially secure. They want to see them continue creating content and music. They want to see them evolve into the best version of themselves. Because success isn't just about making it. Success is about staying there. It's about protecting your opportunities. It's about protecting your freedom. It's about protecting your income. It's about protecting your future. Stunna Girl has already accomplished things that many aspiring artists can only dream about. She's built a recognizable brand, established a fan base, and created opportunities for herself through hard work and determination. The challenge now is continuing to build on that success. The next chapter should be about growth. The next chapter should be about business. The next chapter should be about expanding her brand and creating even more opportunities. Because when you're blessed with a platform, the smartest move isn't risking everything you've built. The smartest move is protecting the bag, protecting your future, and continuing to level up while the opportunities are still there. That's how careers last. That's how legacies are built, and that's how successful people continue winning long after everyone else has stopped paying attention. Title: Stunna Girl needs to protect the bag and focus on the bigger picture.